Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, as their presence encourages you to be your best. Recognizing false relationships can be challenging, much like discerning a mirage from an oasis in the desert of human interaction. In a world filled with fleeting encounters and mismatches where superficial niceties and self-interest are common, uncovering who truly cares for us requires not just intuition, but a keen eye. We often fall into the trap of overestimating others' goodwill, only to realize we're being used. Like a skilled gardener who distinguishes nourishing plants from weeds that deplete the soil, we must learn to identify true allies and recognize emotional parasites. Now, let's delve into the subtle signs and less obvious patterns that reveal the hidden intentions behind forced smiles and empty promises. If you're here, you're interested in personal development, and this content aims to illuminate the path to more authentic and rewarding relationships. Before we start, please watch this video until the end, as all the content is important. Stay strong and focused, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. 1. Failure to fulfill promises. Unfulfilled promises act like a theatrical performance where words are the actors and actions the neglected script. These individuals master the art of verbal persuasion, painting vivid pictures of commitment and support. However, when it's time to turn these promises into reality, they falter, revealing the emptiness of their assurances. This behavior not only breaches trust, but indicates their true motivations: manipulation for personal gain without reciprocation. Recognizing this pattern helps distinguish those who value mutual respect and support from those who see relationships merely as avenues for personal gain. 2. Diminishing or disdainful comments. People who use others often employ diminutive remarks to erode self-esteem and confidence. These comments, disguised as humor or casual banter, are designed to pull you down rather than uplift you. By undervaluing your achievements and aspirations, they create an imbalance, ensuring you remain in self-doubt and susceptible to their manipulation. Such behavior reflects their own insecurities and attempts to project superiority. Recognizing and addressing this pattern helps you see through their superficial charm and understand the toxic dynamics at play. 3. Unilateral benefit. In one-sided relationships, users benefit financially, emotionally, or practically without reciprocating. They borrow money or resources without repaying, lean heavily on you for support and validation, and seek favors without offering help in return. Over time, this parasitic relationship depletes your resources, leaving you drained. Their self-centeredness and lack of empathy drive them to view relationships transactionally, assessing interactions based on their gains rather than contributions. Recognizing this pattern involves observing the persistent lack of reciprocity and feeling undervalued. 4. Disregard for your needs or feelings. A user's consistent neglect of your emotional landscape leaves you feeling undervalued and invisible. They prioritize their needs, disregarding your opinions, achievements, and struggles. This calculated neglect undermines your self-worth, making you more susceptible to their control. It's a form of emotional manipulation that can lead to a decline in self-esteem and feelings of isolation. Recognizing this pattern is essential for seeking connections where reciprocity, respect, and mutual care are foundational. 5. Emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulators present themselves as caring and attentive, but quickly morph into inducing anxiety, inadequacy, or guilt. They praise to elevate you when it suits their purpose, then criticize to create self-doubt and dependency. This manipulation destabilizes you, making you emotionally dependent on their approval. The manipulator holds the power, offering affection or withdrawing it as needed to keep you off balance. Recognizing these dynamics helps you understand the manipulation and protect your emotional well-being. 6. Lack of genuine support. A person lacking genuine support is like a tree standing alone in a barren landscape. Your goals and challenges are met with apathy or superficial support, and their assistance often evaporates when most needed. Their involvement is calculated, based on potential personal returns rather than mutual respect and support. Recognizing this lack of genuine support involves assessing whether the relationship feels enriching or draining, and whether it's built on mutual investment. 7. Constant competition. Someone who treats your relationship as a strategic game constantly tries to assert superiority. They overshadow your achievements, downplay your experiences, and subtly undermine your decisions. This behavior stems from insecurity and a skewed perception of self-worth, where their value is measured by being superior to others. Engaging with such a person is emotionally exhausting, as genuine collaboration is replaced by rivalry. Recognizing this pattern involves understanding that constructive relationships are based on mutual respect and support, not competition. 8. Absence in critical moments. In times of need, a user's absence reveals their true priorities. They treat relationships as convenient means to an end, being present when beneficial, but vanishing during crises. This behavior breeds a sense of betrayal and disillusionment, undermining trust. Recognizing this pattern is essential for distinguishing those genuinely invested in your well-being from those in the relationship for personal gain. 9. Lack of reciprocity. In relationships lacking reciprocity, your efforts to sustain the bond are met with minimal contributions. This disparity can manifest in initiating communication, offering support, and sharing personal experiences. Users view relationships as convenient resources, disregarding the needs and feelings of others. Recognizing this pattern involves observing the dynamics of interactions and assessing whether the relationship is mutually enriching or one-sided. 10. Gossip and breach of trust. Gossiping about others creates a false sense of camaraderie, but it also betrays your trust by spreading your confidences. This behavior reveals a disregard for confidentiality and respect, using gossip for social maneuvering. It undermines the foundation of a supportive relationship, leading to mistrust and insecurity. Recognizing this pattern involves being vigilant about how they speak of others and respecting personal boundaries. 11. Selective availability. Selective availability creates a one-sided relationship where you're always available, but they are not. Their limited availability is strategic, maintaining control and placing you in a position of dependency. This behavior leads to feelings of inadequacy and frustration, as your efforts and availability are not reciprocated. Recognizing this pattern involves objectively assessing the balance of effort and availability in the relationship. 12. Making you feel guilty. Users adeptly tap into your sense of responsibility and empathy to manipulate you through guilt. They frame requests to make refusal seem uncaring, reminding you of past favors to impose obligations. This tactic erodes your boundaries and leaves you feeling trapped. Recognizing this manipulation involves distinguishing genuine requests from exploitative ones and asserting your right to refuse without guilt. 13. Lack of personal interest. A user's lack of personal interest turns conversations into one-sided monologues. They dominate discussions with their stories while disregarding your experiences. This behavior indicates their self-centered priorities and reduces your role to an audience. Recognizing this lack of interest involves observing the dynamics of interactions and questioning whether the relationship is mutually enriching. 14. Superficial closeness. Superficial closeness mimics genuine friendship or partnership, but lacks true depth and commitment. Users enjoy benefits without investing in emotional labor, maintaining relationships for convenience. Recognizing this pattern involves assessing whether perceived intimacy is matched by genuine actions of commitment and shared vulnerability. 15. Persistent lack of respect. A continuous lack of respect in a relationship manifests in various forms, undermining the foundation of mutual respect and support. Recognizing and addressing this persistent disrespect is crucial for maintaining dignity and ensuring personal boundaries are respected. Conclusion. Understanding these patterns of behavior helps navigate the complex terrain of human relationships with a discerning eye, safeguarding your trust and emotional investment. Seek relationships that are nurturing, reciprocal, and genuinely supportive, ensuring a foundation of mutual respect and care.